Are there any things that were particularly difficult about either starting a business in Thailand or operating a business in Thailand, or anything that was surprising to you, maybe even a positive way, about Thailand?
Yeah, when we were, looking at all this, so originally one of my ideas was to go the digital route. So be based in Thailand, and that's when we spoke to the BOI and the benefits of going that route. But then I realized we need in-person classes, and venue and stuff. And another thought was about renting spaces as well, not having a dedicated base. That threw up some issues. So for us, the difficulty was just understanding about employing a non-Thai, all the rules around that. Does make it easier being married to a Thai person, so we do get some benefits from that. But it's still complicated, still things you've got to make sure are in place. One, to be a legitimate business. Secondly, make sure I'm working correctly under the correct work permit and I have the matching visa and all that. But linked to that, what was really surprising, what made it easier, is there's companies which will do that for you. So and they will explain it as well. They don't just do it and you're in the dark. You can get advice and help from customers who will do the full process, or just give you pointers, or do certain sections as well. So I think that was a really, like when I've had friends contact me and thinking about starting businesses here, and they say, I've read this page and it got updated 6 months ago and things have changed. And I just say, reach out to some of these agents, because that's their job. They keep on top of things, and my experience has been great.
Yeah. What's the favorite part of what you do today, and what's your least favorite part?
Favorite part is I just love what I do. And because I love what I do, that sort of removes all the sort of business worry behind stuff. If I was going to be brutally honest, I really don't care about the financial side of things. You're probably like, oh my God, I don't want to listen to this on a business podcast or video. But I think because of that, it makes working in the business so much easier. And I have a solid underpinning of what we do is to ultimately help people. And because it helped me, and I want to share that. So the easiest is that, just doing what we're doing and seeing how what we are helping people, the feedback. And I've always said to Cam and explain, because she does worry about certain things. I'm not in this. We're not following hype. We were doing this before people really understood it. We're not following trends, and longevity proves your business in the end, right? If you can be around a long time and continuing to offer what you do and maintaining the standards and things like that, that makes me happy. I love it. My degree is in design, industrial design. So the creative aspect behind it, I really love, and I love doing what I do. The negatives behind it is currently we are an in-person business. When we go on holiday, then we don't make money. We don't do it. And it's so funny. We have clients who know we're going to go away. Like we've just come back from Mexico. I got invited to be a speaker at the 20th year of the Breath Festival in Cabo, Mexico. It's Dan Brule, one of my mentors, and I'm one of his students and teachers. A lot of our regular clients who come every Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, Sundays, they were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Can we climb over the wall? Can you give us the details for ordering the ice and things like that? So when we do go away, it's that's a bad side of it, because one, I want to carry on offering what we do to our regular clients, but then also the business side of things obviously takes a hit. So I guess that's the negative side of things.
Do you see yourself doing this for another 20 years?
To be honest, I see doing this till I drop dead. Sounds weird that there's so much. It sounds super simple when you talk about breathing. I tell my older brother, it's like you pay this much to go on to learn how to breathe. Are you crazy? But when you're in this and the depth we want to go into and what we offer, there's so much to learn, there's so much to understand, there's so much for me to try and do, and then offer that to clients. Like there's certain things I've done with breathwork and things like that, other modalities which have not resonated with me, so I don't offer it. but it's been an experience for me as well. I can honestly see me doing this forever. One of the reasons, and going back to our business model, I think we talked about this before, we purposely made our business siloed. So we're just in this breathwork sector, if you like. We don't want to offer things which don't complement breathwork. We could. There's so many things we could do. We purposely stick to this siloed container of sticking with breathwork and everything that complements it, because I think the future is not a business that can offer everything at a lower level. I think the future is people want to seek out the experts or the services or the business that have the depth of knowledge and understanding which other places don't. Because with social media and how easy it is to get shallow amounts of information, there's so many places out there, not just in our industry, wellness industry, or whatever you want to call it, other businesses that have a shallow understanding of information because it's so easy to get, and then build businesses around that. I think the future and the successful businesses are the ones that have the depth and breadth of understanding. I think that's the future. I might be wrong, but I think that's the way it's going with marketing. I think that's going with technology. I think it's going with especially like the wellness industry.
Now you've built this business in Thailand, right? Yeah. You have some roots here now, right? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Thailand after being here for so many years, and how do you think of the future of Thailand? Are you positive about it? Do you think things are headed in the good direction, or are you seeing some challenges?
Well, I've lived in a bunch of different countries. Dubai, one of them. I've lived in different cities in the UK. Lived in different countries in Europe, and Thailand is the place that only ever felt like home. Other places never did. And that's probably why I sort of started setting roots here, with Cam. And to be honest, when I travel and go different places, there's not many, if any, that I want to stay longer as opposed to come back to Thailand. And what I particularly like about Bangkok, and I've lived in, some of the major cities around the world, is Bangkok is unique because it's design your own lifestyle. If you want a high-end luxury lifestyle, you can do it. If you want the partying lifestyle, you can do it. If you want the holistic wellness side of things or meditation type things, you can do that. So that's what's unique about Bangkok. And even though my wife Cam, she's from the north, she loves living in Bangkok. When we do travel or we go and do events in Phuket and the islands, we like it. But we always can't wait to come back to Bangkok. What I also like about Bangkok is that you've got people who live here, the expat community, and you also have a large tourism as well. So in terms of business operations, we get these waves of the tourist type customers, but then we know when it's not tourist season, we continue to get customers and allows us to build a community. One of the concerns from a business point of view, if you are on these islands, the community is not going to be long lasting because majority of them are going to be people who are just on holiday. So yeah, I see us being here long term and continuing doing what we do.
Now you speak with some business owners, whether they became friends of yours because they come here often or not, but I'm curious, are there any common mistakes that you see business owners make?
From what I've picked up on over the years, it does seem that maybe not employing the right people, or maybe in some instances relying more on non-Thais, which adds additional costs and things. And that's one of the things I've discovered living in Thailand and in Bangkok, that it does seem that there's sort of this, maybe not as much now with the younger generation, but maybe in the past there seems to be this default belief that anyone outside of Thailand is better than a Thai person. Like, for example, the yoga classes. And I've been to yoga retreats with Cam and yoga studios, and they'll have like guest non-Thai yoga teachers. And this is just one example that I've experienced. And these classes have this big buzz around it, and people want to come. But then the Thai teachers, who, in my opinion, and from Cam's opinion as well, who are amazing, don't tend to get that sort of hype and then followers. And from what I understand, it's that people default thinking a non-Thai person is better in some way. From my experience and the people we have working for us, I have never had a problem finding a Thai person who can do exactly, if not more, than I want. So yeah, so that actually blows my mind, and I think it's great. And that's one of the things we always do as a business, is everything we do is to help Thai people, as well as, of course, expats and non-Thai people. And that's where Cam comes in. She knows what's needed, or what people are looking for, what people want.
Yeah, it's a great point. It reminds me a lot of when you were saying how Bangkok has, or Thailand has, a place for everyone. There's different things. You can have the high class lifestyle, whatever. Well, it's the same sort of thing, I think, with people, is that some people might have hired someone who wasn't good, whether that be a foreigner or a Thai, and then they overgeneralize, not realizing that they've just only maybe found people in the certain area or in the certain network they haven't actually explored, and realized there's a ton of talent. You have to know where to look for it.
Yeah. I see, in terms of marketing, I see some, I can think of one client who's been here, and she posts adventures on social media, and the editing and the time or the skills she puts into this just for herself. And even Instagram and social media are locked, so it's not even open to the public. It's just for her friends. I see that and go, oh my God, that's high level content creation that she's just doing as a passion. So I think it's great. And that's, if we do expand like in-person stuff in, satellite venues, or instructors or facilitators, my priority would be to get Thai staff, Thai people. One, because they already have a deep understanding of things like, meditation and, spirituality and things which can come into play with what we do. So yeah, I think it's great.
If you enjoyed this clip and want to watch more like it, click here. And if you want to watch the full video, click here.